Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency Datuk Syed Muhammad Bakri Syed Abdul Rahman, Ambassador Designate of Malaysia to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, esteemed guests, Professor Tipawan Rosuwanrat, President of National Institute of Development Administration Thailand, Professor Dr. Nur Hafizah Muhammad Harith, Dean of the Faculty of Administrative Science and Policy Studies, University Technology Mara, honorable guests, distinguished scholars, practitioners, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning, everyone. Alhamdulillah, we thank the Almighty for His grace and blessing, which have allowed us to assemble on this auspicious day. It is an honor to welcome everyone to the International Conference on Public Policy and Social Sciences, ICoPS 2025. Thoughtfully convened under the resonant theme, Harmonizing Governance with Social Sciences. At the very outset, allow me to express my heartfelt congratulations to the organizing committee from the Faculty of Administrative Science and Policy Studies, FSPPP, whose tireless dedication coupled with collaboration from our esteemed international partner, the National Institute of Development Administration of Thailand, NIDA, has made this gathering a reality. The diligence and collaboration given have created a fertile ground for knowledge exchange and collective insight. This achievement reflects not only administrative excellence, but also the spirit of international cooperation, which is crucial in addressing global challenges of governance and development. Ladies and gentlemen, governance today transcends the boundaries of government, encompassing public institutions, private enterprises, NGOs, academia, and communities. The World Bank underscores the nation with robust governance system can enjoy up to 300% higher per capita income, whereas governance failure and corruption can erode over 5% of global GDP annually. The theme of this conference could not be more relevant in today's interconnected world. Governance is no longer the sole responsibility of governments. It permeates every sector, public institution, private corporation, non-governmental organizations, academia, and even communities at the very grassroots. Social sciences play such a vital role in governance. It's not about law, institutions, and procedures. It is fundamentally about people, their behaviors, values, and relationship. Moreover, social sciences help us understand why well-crafted policies sometimes fail in practice, why certain reforms succeed in one context but stumble in others, and why inclusiveness and cultural understanding are indispensable for sustainable progress. Thus, harmonizing governance with social sciences ensures that governance is not reduced to technical efficiency alone, but rather elevated to human-centered, just, and participatory practices. Ladies and gentlemen, the study of governance has evolved significantly from focusing on public administration, bureaucracy, hierarchy, and formal rules. We shifted toward public management, which brought in principles of efficiency, effectiveness, and managerial practice often borrowed from the corporate sector. We are now in the era of public governance that recognizes the complexity of modern societies and emphasizes collaboration among state actors, the private sector, and civil society. This shift is not merely academic, it is directly aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, where governance and strong institutions, which is Goal 16, are recognized as essential foundation for peace, justice, and sustainable development across all sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, progress is not merely theoretical, it is tangible and legislative. We must also recognize that governance is inextricably linked to the broader democratic fabric. The quality of governance is not an isolated metric, it is the very bedrock of a functioning democracy. The path forward is therefore clear. It is measured not in intentions, but in implementation, not in promises, but in perpetual accountable action. The governing philosophy we aim for align precisely with the core mission of this very conference to bridge the critical gap between theoretical scholarship and actionable practice, ensuring that the pillars of integrity are not just studied but are steadfastly implemented. Ladies and gentlemen, I am particularly proud that this conference is hosted by UiTM, an institution whose very DNA is intertwined with governance and human capital development. UiTM was founded on a powerful policy mandate to empower communities through education, a principle that remains at our core. The Faculty of Administrative Science and Policy Studies has long championed this critical field, translating UiTM's national mission into academic excellence. Through research, education, and professional training, the faculty continues to shape the discourse on how governance can be improved in both the public and private sectors, directly contributing to nation building. With its growing international collaboration and thought leadership rooted in UiTM's philosophy of Ushha, Taqwa, Mulia, endeavor, piety, and virtue, and the pursuit of excellence through knowledge and moral values, FSPPP is well positioned to serve a significant reference point in the study and practice of governance. Esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on the discussion and exchanges in this conference, let us remember that governance cannot be built in isolation. It requires partnerships across government, industry, academia, and civil society. It requires integrating insights from the social sciences to appreciate cultural contexts, behavioral realities, and institutional complexities. Most importantly, it requires moral courage, leadership, and a shared vision of justice and sustainability that we at UiTM strive to instill in every graduate. Through this platform, let us generate fresh ideas, challenge assumptions, and strengthen collaboration that will advance the practice of governance in our respective countries and institutions. Once again, thank you to everyone who has contributed to this significant event. May your experience over the next few days be meaningful, fruitful, and inspiring. With great honor, I hereby declare the International Conference of Public Policy and Social Sciences ICoPS 2025 officially open. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.